What's going on, you guys? We're having this open discussion on episode 3, season 4 of Insecure. Me and another homie of mine, and we are about to go at it. And we gonna talk about this. We gonna hash some of this out. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. More than anything, make sure to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that like button more than anything else. Like, it's super important. It really helps me and my channel out a lot if you hit that like button. So if you like the content, if you can make it to the end, great. And even if you don't and you don't have time for it, please hit the like button anyway. Like, we have a lot to discuss here, so let's get on with it and get started. Seriously though, hit the like button like right now. All right, so how did you feel?
Well,
Because it was a lot that happened. It was a lot that was going on.
it was a lot. I don't know. Break down in the beginning what happened. We'll go from the beginning. We'll go from like the show.
If I recall, the beginning was Lawrence doing his little presentation practice in the mirror or whatever, and then Condola's loud ass alarm going off. That was super disruptive, by the way. But I can relate because I have like 15 alarms on my phone. One of them is Outcast. So fresh and so clean. Just makes me feel nice when I get up in the morning sometimes. Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah,
It was wrong for the whole day.
it's just like you know, it's a vibe. You get up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to have a nice ass day today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just,
That's when you wake up.
yeah,
Ain't no.
yeah. I feel like I'm about to be on it today. It's Outcast. Who doesn't like Outcast?
So the scene with her and Lawrence, I don't know. It was cute, but you know, I like the fact that we got a little bit more of a side of her
Mm-hmm.
and what she fits into this whole triangle thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all just saw that it was just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird situation.
It very much still is.
We know nothing about her.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know her roots and stuff like that. Where she, you know, how she felt about the relationship.
Right.
So that was cool to see.
It was a different version of seeing her with her hair down and just kind of being not so formal and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little refreshing. So it's just like, okay, so this is how she is when she's with Lawrence. And she's not like all business suited out and stuff like that.
Yeah, because to be honest, I thought she was fake at first. I was like, oh, she's so fake. Like, you know, probably like Issa was, like, she's so fake. But, you know, you kind of see her, like, I like her. After this episode, I like her. First,
Really?
I was suspect.
Really, after this one? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
this one.
Why? Because she seemed more human, I guess.
Yeah, and she was just
I can
like,
see that.
she, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she talked more, and they had that whole little argument in the kitchen, and I thought she was gonna back down. And I swear to you, like I felt like I was in the argument. Like everything that I said to TV, she said it, and I was like, wow. Yep.
So she had that. So she had that relatability that you can rock with. Okay. Yeah.
Go there. Yes. Like, why is this about my ex-husband? What is it? All this about? And then she flipped it. I was like, that was cold. I like that. She flipped it quick because she could. That was ammo. She was ready to shoot. That was ammo. She couldn't wait to shoot that. I loved it.
But it wasn't ammo she was ready to shoot, nigga. She already had that locked and loaded. The lock was just on.
But they was acting like it was cool. They was acting like they cool with everything.
But that's her own fault. That's the part that bugs me.
But that's why I thought it was such a big moment, because everybody told how they feel about the situation. Basically what Molly be saying was trying to say, or I guess her point of view. It's kind of like, this ain't all smiles and giggles like y'all say it is. Everybody should have feelings about this. And everybody just, oh, we're friends. Oh, we cool. Oh, we this. No. And this episode exposed their feelings about it.
Yeah, that was a very open nerve right there.
I don't think Molly is jealous. I just think Molly is very protective, and Molly is very set in her titles as friend and not friend,
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, not boyfriend, you know, fuck buddy or potential. I just think she was real protective because I'm like that. When I see my friend making a mistake, or if I see my friend being a friend to somebody who don't need to be their friend, I don't really need a reason. You know what I mean? Like it's just like why are you here? Why are you trying to kick it? Why are you sitting here at the table with us? Like, we not cool. I don't know you. She should know you. I keep telling her not to get to know you. And it's frustrating because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, she sees the issue ahead of time. I mean, to be quite honest, throughout the course of the series, even though Molly doesn't have her stuff together, she doesn't have any actual like real life relationships per se. Aside from her, which we really can go into on a separate time and occasion, because that wasn't really a relationship. I don't know what that was. I don't even think Molly knew what that was. But she has always been the one that kind of like pull Issa out of the fire when she be getting in too deep, like all the time. I've been saying it. Daniel, she warned him. She warned her about that.
Yeah, I told you I'm Team Molly all the way.
No,
Season one.
yeah. No, you got that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And it shows more in this. And I love the growth that she's kind of having with her character a little bit. Like, again, we're not used to her being with anybody or anything like that, so it's just weird to see her with the whole Andrew thing or whatever. But I think that's a good thing that she's learning from it and taking those advice, like, you know, tidbit advices from, you know, everybody, and Issa mostly, obviously, because she's the one who's kind of like giving her majority of advice on what to do with Andrew and stuff like that, which is a good thing.
Right.
But she's actually taking it. She could have called it quits like she did with any of her other exes that she could have had potential with and end up messing that up. And then here this guy comes along and you're actually like calling him back, apologizing, talking about how much you like, you know, I wasn't trying to, you know, be all with you like that, but I kind of like you like that. And now look at them. Getting ready to invite him over for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, which I wonder how that would have gone if he actually showed up. I think it was refreshing for him to not be in the episode. Probably, I don't know, I just feel like it was a lot. It would have been a lot more if he was in it. But I love that he had the mention and stuff like that. So, I mean, that was there.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think it would have been a good idea for him to come to Thanksgiving. One, they didn't know that he's not black. And two, her daddy would still have that whole issue and shit. And you don't want to invite people over.
That's true. I forgot all about that. Yeah, that would have been weird. Oh, God. Oh, that would have been weird. Bring the new man over, but it's like gonna be awkward, but it's still awkward between you and your pops. Oh yeah, no, that would have been weird. That would have been bad. No.
Oh, bad. I love the family dynamics in this movie, in this episode. I mean, it was really cool. The brother and the sisters, and Issa and her brother, and
that was nice. I like all of it. I like theirs the most because they're usually like, you know, love you but also hate you, but like mostly hate you. Like they always bickering and saying stupid stuff to each other, but just to see them like on one accord with one another when it came to all that, like they saw the ambulance, they started running thinking it was their mom, and they saw it was their stepdad, like, oh no, we good. Hilarious. I love that.
And I love the conversation that Issa had with her brother too. It surprised me that she admitted how she felt about the situation. That surprised the hell out of me. I thought she was gonna be, oh yeah, it's cool, we cool. And she actually broke it down about how she felt about the whole situation. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. When you with a guy for so long and then you break up and then you see them with somebody else, and it can be the smallest of things. If you see them holding hands, if you see them just and he's never done that with you, you're gonna feel some type of way about it. It's whether he was good to you, whether he was bad to you, you'll feel a certain type of way about it if he's treating that girl differently than you did.
Yeah, I thought that statement was very powerful. I felt the hurt and not necessarily disappointment, but like I don't know how to explain it. I whatever you want to call it, I felt that. Like I was just like, dang man, that's that kind of a little deep. So I felt that. Yeah. Boom, there we go, frustration. I felt that frustration.
It's so frustrating.
Damn.
You can be like on bad terms with the guy, just to see that, just feel the way about it. And then and I think that's what she needs to say to Molly. I think if she said what she told her brother, if she said that to Molly, it will be a totally different vibe that she would get from Molly. Because right now it's really kind of like a bunch of clapbacks with each other, like in the grocery store, which is a very weird for that place. I was like, damn, y'all gonna do this at the grocery store? This is the line where it crosses. I mean, because they was little jab, and I guess Molly just
deep cut. She's like, what? What'd you call it? A throuple?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. No.
Molly got words, man. I love it.
But he still had the clap back though. He's like, I ain't gonna take that line down. Just
right down.
Yeah.
Like, I think because she doesn't know that her friend, she feels her friend is in denial. And that's understandable. It's frustrating when your friend is in denial.
Well, especially if she's not telling you the real deal. So yeah,
right,
kinda.
Right. And you just like, are you this stupid, or are you like this lying to yourself, or tell me something? Because I can't just go along with this shit like it's all hunky dory. Yeah. And Lawrence, this nigga. Lawrence always brings up shit at the wrong time. Why we have that type of like? Are you still? What did he ask? Her?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like, it wasn't necessarily that it was a bad time. I think that was probably a better opportunity for him to have asked that type of question. Because he's feeling so. Hold on. Here's why. Because he's feeling some type of way already. He's not entirely, set on his feelings right now, and that, like, he's got a lot going on. You know, the whole. I mean, he does. You look at it. He's got the whole thing with his job right now. This nigga's job more than likely isn't safe. I'm sure this nigga's just fronting. Because everybody's just kind of like, But
everybody like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, now, like, people saying stuff like that and making these kind of faces, like, that broad looked like she was about to puke when she said that. I thought she was sick. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, okay, no, there's some other stuff going on over here. But he's just like, trying to be like, okay, I'm the only black guy, so I should be fine because, minorities or something like that. Well, that's not always going to probably be the case. You know what I'm saying? So that's in question, but I'm sure that's heavy on his mind right now. He's just playing the front. He's got to deal with this whole Condola Issa thing, even though he kind of like semi-dealt with it. I'm sure that's still something in the back of his mind because, I'm sure if they just showed up together like they did in the restaurant, he gonna be like, ugh, like all the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? And now he's feeling a certain kind of way about her. He's finding out a whole bunch of new things that he didn't think. He did. He found out new things. I think that was probably pushing the line, though. He probably shouldn't have asked that part. I think he should have kept it to the whole what she said, like addressing what she said with the whole, being the whole fuck buddy thing, and then kept it pushing after that. But instead, he got too curious. He got ahead of himself. But it's weighing on his mind. I mean, honestly, for me, I probably asked that too, because that's
you would.
Because I got at least let me know so I know I'm not like entirely wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to invest your time and energy into a person. From the sound of it, it looks like he was like, thinking like, okay, I really want to make this work. She's looking like she might be the one or something like that. Further down the line, like she got all her stuff together. We can make this work. We can like really go somewhere with this. Like, I can see a future with this person. And then you find out through BS conversation that she doesn't even want some of the things that you want, or at least the marriage part of it all, which is understandable. I think he probably overreacted like a tad bit on that, but I mean, you're gonna feel how you're gonna feel when you hear something like that. He shouldn't have pushed the line to ask about the ex-husband or anything. I thought that was a bit much. Probably should have did that, because that helped her unload it on him. But that's just me.
I think he jumped the gun. He did. There wasn't conversation to have right then. And first of all, he put himself in that situation. And I understand that he wants the answer right now, but he needs to learn that there's a time for stuff, and there's, and how you need to come at people. He come at people wrong. That's all I like about him. He come at people wrong. I don't like the way he come at him. And then he was like, what did he say? Oh, when he was inviting himself, she was like, well, I really didn't. She's like, thanks for inviting me. He's like, I really didn't invite you. And she was like, I wasn't gonna invite you. And now he got like sideways about it because she wasn't gonna invite him to that whole dinner thing. And I'm like, well, why would she? I mean, didn't they just start dating? What's the timeline? It hasn't been like, it's gotta be like
2
what,
months.
2 months?
2 months.
2 months?
2 months.
And this is Thanksgiving.
That first call was 4 months before the block party. We're at 2 months now.
Yeah, so it's like 2 months into it. And then she just caught you like when she got invited, and then she caught you talking to Issa, and now she's trying to take it slow because she knows that they got a situation going on. I feel that she knows they got a situation going on.
Well, I mean, after that, with the whole finding out about them having little jokes thing, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but I don't see why she got upset at that. That's just to be expected. I think that was just to get a point in the argument. Y'all been together 5 years, but I hope y'all got some kind of inside jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lawrence he always jumps the gun. I don't like him. It's just
you and many other women that I've argued with on YouTube.
Too much. What the fuck? Now you coming up, you want to go here, you want to fix the sink, you want to be the handyman, and you want to be the little charismatic man, and then you mad when you say y'all just fucking, but it is kind of what y'all just doing because y'all only been together for 2 months, and then you just pops off for nothing.
Again, I don't think it's for nothing. I think visually right now he feels he's finding somebody worth being with. He did that whole run thing already, and he wasn't feeling that. So he went to church, tried to get that mess together, and actually tried to find somebody to be with. He found that person to be with, and now he's like trying to take that role seriously and, being impressive, step his game. Like he said at the very beginning, I feel like I need to step my game up. That's like not just on the job. That's like in all aspects. Let me fix things for you. Let me cook for you. Let me be the one that you can lean on, basically.
And that's all cool.
Provider and whatnot, but
that's all cool. But let me want you to be that type of person for me. That's like when someone coming in and you like fixing the blinds in your house, and someone, no, let me do it. It's like, no, let me do it. It's like, no, it's just blind.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't need you to do that for me, but you being extra is kind of is hidden wrong.
Yeah, no. Right, it's like you said. He jumped the gun. He definitely jumped the gun on that one. I just can understand that frustration. I mean, as a guy, you want to be wanted, and it just kind of sucks when you feel a certain way for somebody strongly, and they don't reciprocate those feelings back. You kind of feel a certain way about that. Me personally, in my past, I've been petty about it. No shame. No shame whatsoever. I if I could go back in time, I'd do it again, but better.
Yeah, I mean, you can want what you want out of life, but you can't, rush nobody. And plus, you don't even know if you're over your ex yet. Which is, I was so mad they didn't get that answer out. I was like, you would go to the next scene. You would go to the next scene.
Yes. Hold on. Can we talk about that? real quick? Yo, first of all, when he asked that question, I was like, Lawrence, are you talking to yourself right now, my guy? Because I feel like you like not throwing it off, but I feel like you like looking at yourself in a mirror right now. You're not liking the way it's looking right now. I feel like you asking yourself this question, and when she asks you that question, you just kind of turn into regular Lawrence again. But whew.
And because you jumped the gun, you done stepped yourself into some shit, and she done flipped it on you and got you on pause. You had to lay back on the counter like, man.
But Condola messed up though.
How'd she mess up?
She messed up by using that against him in that moment.
What do you mean? How did she use it against
Because
him?
if he didn't feel that way, he would have kept trying to do what he was doing with her and whatever else that he's been trying to do with her that's been kind of semi-failing a little bit. But now that she's asked that question, She's giving this nigga time to think. And that time to think now resulted in what happened in the end of the episode. Seeing her story on Instagram, seeing them having fun with the mariachi band and hitting the little laugh button and stuff like that. That's that little heart window that kind of opens up and swings open. And it's like, bitch, I still love you, kind of thing. Because he's not over it. I've been saying this for the longest time. He's not over her at all. He's just trying to move on, and that's two different things. That was a very important question. If she didn't cheat, would you still be with her? Absolutely, he would have. He tried to propose to her. That, like she said, that is significant.
And that's the problem. Don't ask for this, because it seems like how you coming at me with my whole I don't want to get married. So you come to me with a type of relationship that you want. You're presenting me that you want this type of relationship. You want these things out of me. You want me to want you, basically. Mm-hmm. So if you want that, I have to know that you don't have all that in the background with your ex, especially if she's currently in our lives. So the fact that the only reason why you're over her or moving on is because you feel that she betrayed you by cheating on you. Is that the only reason? Because if that's the only reason, then that's a lot of creaks in that window that could just open up and be like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mistakes were made.
Don't come at me with a type of relationship that you want when I know you still into another female. That's not cool.
Yeah, no, that makes
sense.
So you
check yourself, and that's why he had to lean back on that counter. Like, damn.
And it was so bad. I was just screaming because I was just like, no, don't get silent. Give her an answer. Give her an answer.
I was saying the whole time, like, ooh, he's quiet.
I was like, don't stay silent, nigga. Give her an answer. Just tell her what she wants to know.
And she said it in a way that's like, nigga, answer my question. You can't do nothing but say yes or no. You gonna say?
Wait.
Next scene.
Yo. What if off? I know it probably didn't happen, but let's just say, for the sake of example, or just for the sake of entertainment purposes, what if that happened? What if he got silent, and it switched to the next scene or whatever, and it ends the way it ended, but in between all that, of that silence, she broke up with him because she needed him to figure it out. And then we see him liking her stuff.
I don't think she'll break up with him. I think she'll be like, go home because we both need to cool off. We both in our feelings. I think Condola's that type of chick. I don't think she's gonna make anything drastic like that.
I don't know. Even if that was the case, I feel like it's not gonna matter. There's no. I don't know. I feel like in a situation like that, there's no such thing as just cooling off. You can't just cool off on something like that, nigga. Like, we're gonna have to come back and visit this. The block party is in 2 months. You got 2 months left until the block party, which he shouldn't be showing up to because why? You didn't even show up to the mixer for these exact reasons, so you shouldn't be showing up to the block party, right? Like, do you?
Who, Condola?
No, Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence.
Do you think he should show up at the block party?
Because you're gonna make, if he's still with Condola, he better show up. He's gonna have to.
Really?
He's gonna have to tell this type of shit before the block party.
That's not a good idea. I feel like that's a terrible decision.
It's gonna have to happen. It's gonna have to happen.
Why does it
if you don't show up, and because this is 2 months we got left to the block party.
Yeah.
He already texting, they already laughing and LOL and reacting and shit to that shit. Now this is 2 months left of this. And now you got this heavy question that this woman you wanna be with and move on with asks you a heavy fucking question. If you answer that or not, I don't know what was the answer.
Right.
But you got a decision to make, and that decision is gonna happen at the block party. I bet you that.
Oh God, don't say that. Don't say that.
It's gonna happen.
Because in my mind right now, the way I feel right now, I feel like he gonna show up at the block party, semi unannounced, and he gonna end up like kissing her,
on some
or
pretty
probably.
Shit. I'm so happy for you shit. On some, I'm proud of your success as a black woman shit. Yeah.
No, I'm taking it a step further. I think they're gonna do stuff.
I don't think they're gonna.
I think they're gonna do stuff. Cause she feeling the same way right now. Like let's not forget, it ain't just him. She feel the same way too.
I think they may kiss. I don't think they're gonna fuck.
Well, last time they just kissed, they ended up doing it. It was a very short scene. I was very disappointed in that nigga.
Exactly. So I don't even think they can go for that bullshit.
Okay, but we've seen him do stuff with other people, and he lasted way longer, and it was a lot better. Maybe that just means her stuff is that fire, or maybe he's just that
That's
excited.
what
I
I'm
don't
going
know.
into that. Like when you do that, but yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the cameos! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I saw her drunk chick from the Black Woman sketch show thingy or whatever. Yeah,
Yes.
I noticed that. I was like, oh god, they got her in here. That's fair. That's fair.
And Issa's mama, I don't know if she's been on the. Has she been on previous seasons?
Yeah, she's the families have been the same. That's why I liked about it. Richie Loco as her brothers. I like that.
I don't remember. I don't remember her being on there.
Mm-hmm. Same family, same dad, same mom, same two brothers. That was the first time we met. That was the first time we met Issa and Amal's mom and dad. I felt like that was kind of short lived because I didn't really get a good look at their faces like that. Like
Wait, that's what I'm talking
we didn't
about.
really get enough of them.
Who are you talking about? That's what I was talking about. Issa and her brother, Issa's mom.
Oh, her. Okay, no, I was talking about Molly's mom and dad.
No, shit. They're the same people. I'm not the cameo.
My fault. No, I didn't get a good look at her face. I just saw the old guy.
Regina that's Regina from the Steve Harvey show. What's her name?
Was it?
Yes.
What? I didn't even know. Again, like I said, I didn't even get a good look at her face.
Yes.
Wow, really?
She look young.
Huh. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that now. That's interesting. What? That's crazy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one. The fight in the grocery store, and then how it carried on after that. I like the maturity that they had to at least call out that there was a problem.
Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah, I like that they had the maturity to call out that there was a problem and that they've been off. So that's very grown of both of them. Mostly Issa because she's the one who pulled it out. Because I think if she didn't say anything, Molly probably would have just kept it going. It would have been what it was, if I'm being honest. Because she's been already feeling some type of way about Issa and already not telling her shit from the get-go. Because after that last episode where she kind of like clowned her a little bit on the hike, she could have said something then. She didn't say anything. She just kind of kept it to herself. She lied, matter of fact, and said that it was work-related when it was definitely not work-related. She was texting Andrew.
Well, I mean, that's because Issa's in her own world right now. She's in her own. Well, she's always been in her own world, but she's just, you know, ain't no point of bothering people with that type of shit when you know that they really ain't
on your side with
for
it.
you. They ain't for you like that.
Yeah.
Or they'll give you some bland ass advice. Yeah, you know, do you?
That was Molly though.
No, I'm not talking about the actual words, the attitude.
I don't know. I feel like their attitudes have been evenly matched. It started off being this positive thing, and then it just seems like holding themselves accountable for one another has just become this task of sorts, and it's kind of becoming exhausting just as a viewer. And it's only episode 3. It's just like, can y'all like hash this out? Because I thought y'all was supposed to be like, you know, doing better. Like, you know better, you do better. But
I mean, y'all just growing apart.
And I guess clearly, especially after this one,
it happened.
But I think those were things that needed to happen in that time, because what if she did come over, and they're like, what if they did have a blowout, a big one, like in Molly's parents' kitchen? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been a bad look, for one.
Yeah.
Not that it would have been like, you know, all that extravagant. It's not like guests were over. It's just their family. But I mean, still, all the same. Like, I don't know. I think it was fine that they didn't talk this time, because it gave her a chance to bond with her brother more, which was very much needed, and gave her some clarity on some things for herself. How she's going to carry that in the future, I don't know. I think when he said something about you don't have to do something just because they told you not to, or something like that, I feel like that line was directed towards her in regards to what Lawrence said. I feel like she's going to try and like blow some shit up later on, but that's just me. full disclosure, that's just how I feel. I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing or not, but I felt like that was like too oddly specific. You know what I'm saying? Like the words just kind of carried a little bit too weighted. I don't know, but it was nice getting to know his character and his background a little bit more, the struggles of him coming out, and like, you know, what it took for him to kind of like, you know, be the Amal that we know now, and seeing how there was a journey to that. So I thought that was important, but it was good that they had that conversation because it gave her like more insight on her brother and how she should apply some of those things to her own life. And then same thing with Molly, like you said, she was beefing with her daddy, and it took for her. I don't know if Richie's character is supposed to be the older brother or the younger brother. I assume maybe the younger brother or older brother. No, older brother maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, brother. It took for him to, like, you know, kind of set her straight. Like, nigga, it happened to mom. Why are you so broken up about it? If this woman is the one that is directly affected, you should be able to forgive and forget too, and move on. Because right now you're being stupid. Now come in here and play Uno. Like, you know I like Uno. Come on.
Taboo, which is a game
Whatever.
that I
Whatever.
love.
You know what I meant.
I am down for game night on holidays.
For a taboo.
Taboos, categories. She's lit. I love it.
See, I say Scrabble and Monopoly, but everybody be like, yeah, them games take too long.
Fuck that. It takes too long. It's arguments from jump. I want to be the hat. Nah, nigga, I'm always the hat, nigga. You know, every motherfucker here, we had that motherfucker. I'm supposed to be motherfucking top hat.
I just want to be the hat or the shoe or the dog or the shoe. I don't really care. Or the car. I really, you know, it really doesn't matter. I'm taking everybody's money, so it don't matter.
It didn't take too long. It takes too long to get the game started. Like, I'm ready. People start paying rent. Like, I'm ready to start getting some money.
No, you know what game takes forever to start? Fucking Battleship.
I love Battleship.
Yes, I know.
That's my shit.
I prefer the electric one because people cheat.
All the motherfuckers. B9, hit. B10, hit. I'm on your ass.
I want the electric one because people cheat.
Nah, I like that was cool. I love it. But yeah, that was fun. He's like, man, you fucking up game night, and we only did this like
that's a very good way of putting it.
I'm trying to I'm so competitive. I be waiting all fucking night. Like, okay, everybody ate, everybody good. Come on, let's go and partner up because it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so competitive like that, but I feel like that. Yeah.
And it worked out in the end because she ended up giving her daddy a piece of pie, sat next to him, played, and everything was back to normal again. Now those things would not have happened if they weren't focused on those in particular things. So
yeah, they just going for it. It's all they don't gotta talk to people like that. That's all I'm saying.
I think that sucks. I wonder if they're gonna grow apart. Do you think they're gonna grow apart for good, or do you think it's just gonna be for a time while they're like getting their stuff together? Because right now, the way Molly was going through all her stuff or whatever, she's like, yeah, no, I want a family. I want to settle down. I want a relationship. I want these things. I want to be pregnant, chilling with my boo and talking nasty, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can understand that. Like that, like she did her whole rotation. She did her whole phase, and she's tired. She wants the real thing, and I understand that. I understand that frustration. You seeing it in your friends, and you know this moment of family and stuff like that. Shut up, man.
Come on, my team. Just come
Shut
on.
up, man. No.
Come on.
Anyway, it's not so much. She's just like it's not like she's still on her rotation thing or whatever, even though she kind of is, I guess. But she just got personal things to sort out. Rightfully so. I mean, who doesn't? But I mean, more so in her life right now, she's just focused on the block party and I guess her future and what she's going to do. I mean, she's not working. She doesn't have an actual like job. This block party right now is her job. And who knows where that's going to lead her once this block party is done. That's been my question. Once this block party is done, then what? Are you going to start being like an event planner of sorts, or you going to try and put on events? Are you hoping to do networking during the block party? Because it's supposed to be like, you know, a black inclusive community type deal. So those are, I mean, for me, those have always been the big questions. I don't think she does either, but I mean, I know she has a passion for the stuff that's like within her community and stuff like that. So like I said, it's just a question of what are we going to do after this? I wonder if they do fall apart, who's gonna help Issa kind of get her life together, or is that gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be like a wake up call for her to get her shit together and like get it together herself? And if so, is she going to be capable? It's more. It's really not. It's really not that. It's really more of a question of is she capable of doing that?
She still got her brothers. She still got her other girl. She still got Tiffany. She still got all these people. She cool.
Yeah, but these are all mutual friends. It's just going to be another weird situation like it is like right now with like Lawrence and Condola. You know what I'm saying?
Her brother.
Well, I mean, but she couldn't even stay with her brother though. Come on now.
But still, a lot of people can't stay with their siblings. Don't mean shit.
I guess.
I can't stay with none of my siblings. Or family members. Or friends. Or jump offs. I can't stay with nobody.
Why would you be staying with a jump off?
Shit, Issa did it. She was staying with Daniel, the fucking jump off.
I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm gonna keep it a buck and just say, yeah, you're fucking right.
Sometimes that's all you got. Sometimes it's all you got. Just look up.
I hate every single female that I heard that said that I hope her and Daniel work it out and make it. Oh.
I can see it.
No. Absolutely not. That relationship was foul to begin with.
No, it was.
Yes, it was.
He was that one that I could have been with if I wasn't with who I was with.
Yeah, and you took the opportunity to jam up stuff and mess up a somewhat happy home, getting better home. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, huh?
That's what happens when you have forbidden fruit. You can't just eat forbidden fruit. You take a couple bites of it and then you throw that shit away. When you try to keep that shit for days, the shit get rotten. And that's just what happens.
You shouldn't have even bit it to begin with. You should have let that mess alone.
It's forbidden fruit. Who ain't gonna eat that shit? Who ain't gonna do it? Who ain't gonna press the button? Don't press that button, nigga.
Fair point.
And then you get Lawrence look quick thumping ass, and then he digging down other females, but you know you get him.
Yeah, he was digging down Tasha properly. He gave her way more than he gave Issa sexually, and I was here for it all.
I was so mad at that.
The end of the first season, the beginning of the second, I was here for it.
Do that?
Yes.
Do y'all really do that? Like the revenge sex?
Oh,
like that?
oh, facts, nigga. On facts, nigga. We give it to him. All that anger, that frustration, the things that you couldn't do. Oh my God, we let loose on a hoe.
All of it.
I promise you.
You've been lazy humping me for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden you get mad, you little hulk in you, and now you want to throw bitches against the wall.
Woof. There was a moment in that first scene at the end of the first season where he almost put a thumb in her butt. I was just like, I felt that. But that was a good episode. Episode 3 was pretty fucking raw. I cannot wait to see what happens next. Of course, I don't look at the previews because I'm not about to get spoiled on like, oh snap. Just the thumbnail alone, when I saw it pop up, it had me freaking out because I was like, oh God, I know what that look is. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, thank God. But doesn't mean it can't be later on, which some people apparently had a problem with. Why does Condola not get to know his real name, but Issa does? Well, stupid audience, they were together 5 years. I'm sure she didn't know that off the rip. I'm sure through those 5 years, that was something that got learned. Not 2 months of a relationship. Like, y'all need to chill, like real life. This was fun. Episode 3 of Insecure was great. We'll be back next week for episode 4. All right, I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to do all the fun things I'm going to tell you to do after these messages. And
yeah, do all that.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and our antics and our conversations. Let us know what you guys think about the episode and what we had to say, because we have very similar and yet opposing thoughts at the same time. But I think that's why we have these conversations, because they are so important to have bias and sometimes non-bias in some cases. Fucking Lawrence haters. But whatever. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Yeah. I said it. I threw shade. I'm with it. But until next time, you guys, I'm out of here, and I'll be here telling it like it is.